Right, hello YouTube. We're here for a bit of a special episode today. It's only going to be a shortish one, but this is a very important one for the channel. So, to put it simply, if you've followed the channel for a while, might have noticed that I've been working on a game. This is a channel where I as I mentioned before, I am someone who makes games and plays them. This is Sel Mounta, Sel Mounta, Siege the Demon Castle. This is the sequel to the last game I released, Sel Quinta, the 6-city quest. It's now done. And I mean completely done. The credits are even in. It's ready for release. I'm literally working on assets for Steam, like the store page and everything, like at the moment. However, I wanted to make this video to not only announce that will be coming out soon, probably within about a month, but to also sort of I guess give a heads up for a few things that will be likely happening on the channel, because this will be important for the channel as well. This is going to have a bit of a knock-on effect to it. So, first of all, as said, this game will be releasing soon. Hooray! I've been working on this one for a while. I'm quite pleased with it. I think it's come out nicely. Playtime's run up to about... Where's that timer? I think I had a save recently that got all the way through on the testing. Yeah, about 17 hours. Maybe about 18 by the time you've done everything. So it's a longer game than the first one as well. It is a direct sequel. If you're one of the handful of people that played Sel Quinta, first of all, big thank you. But second of all, this sort of is on directly after it. Literally the very ending of the game. This continues right on from that and gets on with the plot as a part 2. To add to that, the plan, at least, assuming I can do it on Steam, and I'm pretty sure you can, I just need to actually get onto it and find out where you do it, is that the first game, Sel Quinta, will be going free to play. Yep, you'll be able to just pick it up, and I'm going to include a link in the description if I haven't already made it free to play, which probably won't be the case at least the very minute this video comes out. Have a little look, maybe stick it on your wish list, and it should go free to play pretty quickly. So it's another RPG like this one. Runs about 12 hours, it's a bit shorter. Maybe a little bit harder, but still very good. I'm pretty sure you still have a lot of fun with it, and it's helpful for the plot. Now, you might be saying, Doug, I'm one of the few people that actually owns the original. Like, does that mean I've paid for something that I could have got free? No, because what I'm going to... Well, sort of, but I'm also going to try... This is another thing where I have to get onto Steam and make sure this is possible, but I'm pretty sure it is. To make sure that anyone who already owns Sel Quinta gets a free copy of Sel Mounta. As a bit of a thanks for what you guys have done. Sort of, if you adopt early, you get a bonus later down the line. If I do get as far as part 3, because this is intended to be a 5-part game series, don't worry, the plot wraps up nicely in this one. If this is the last one I ever get to do, it'll still be a pretty good ending. But yes, I would like to make some future ones in, well, future. Continue the plot, and if you do, I'll probably try and do the same thing again. Sel Mounta will eventually go free to play, and you'll be able to get this one. But that's not going to be for quite a while, because then the next thing I need to bring up, and by quite a while I mean could well be like 3 or 4 years. And the reason for that is the plan with BWI Games, it's my company, I'm the only one in it, was I'd always wanted to do games development as a job since I think about sort of like college, really. This is English college, so I guess the American equivalent of what, high school? Was that I wanted to be an independent games developer, specifically because I wanted to be working on the games that I'd come up with the idea for. This was to be facilitated by, I went through uni, did a bunch of games design stuff, did a master's, and then after I got back, released 3 games. The plan was always release 3 games, pick a year on each. If they do well, start work on the next one. If they don't do well enough to make it work as a living, then they're great for the CV. I could be like, hey, look, I made 3 whole games myself from scratch. It's pretty good. That's where we're at, though. This is game 3. I.O.R.C was game 1. Sel Quinta was game 2. Sel Mounta, this one is game 3. And this has actually run over a year. This has probably been a year and a couple of months or so. Maybe 3 months, maybe a year and 3 months by the time this one actually releases, because Steam, should mention, while this will be coming out soon, Steam take usually around a month-ish to do a bunch of checks and things to make sure the game actually works. I think they're clearing their big backlog, so it probably won't be out immediately after making this video by any means. In fact, it definitely won't be out immediately after this video. But yes, because those 3 have come out, it is effectively crunch time, as it were. I won't say exactly how well the previous games have sold. They haven't been terrible. I won't say I have sold no copies or made no money. They have not done well enough to act as a full career. I will say that. Primarily, I think this is advertising. It's kind of really difficult to get the word out these days, especially when there's so many equally good games or even better ones. Like, because there's some obviously really good stuff out there. I would certainly not put this towards the lower end, though. I'm not going to sell myself short. It's a good game. It's certainly better than a lot of the stuff you released on Steam. That you see released on Steam. But again, as I said, it's crunch time. This is game 3. If this one does well, I'll be keeping going. I'll be continuing to release games and whatnot. I'll hopefully be able to get my own place if it does well enough. I'd really like to move out at some point. If it doesn't, I will be looking for full-time employment. And obviously, as you guys can probably tell, that will have a knock-on effect to how often I can work on my own games. Because I have worked on these games full-time. I've done a full work week. And I won't be able to do that anymore if I get a full-time job. It'll have to be either weekends or some time after work. The current plan after releasing this one is to work on a game for about 6 months to do a short development cycle one. It's probably going to be a shmup. That's the current thing I'm looking into doing. It won't be related to Sel Quinta, I don't believe, or Sel Mounta, or the series in general. So I'm kind of asking, like, obviously I can't make anyone do this. It's entirely on a goodwill thing. But if anyone was feeling incredibly generous and helpful, if they could share the word that this game is out there, I'd really appreciate it. I will be doing another update when we're closer to release, when the store page is up. So once we get to that point, if anyone could, like, if anyone who knows a lot of people or has a big community and is feeling extremely helpful, wants to, you know, get the word out and share it, it's incredibly appreciated. Like, more than you could know, maybe. Unless you've worked on projects of your own, in which case you know exactly what it's like. But yes. So, that's a bit of an update on where we're at. This is sort of taking priority at the moment. It's why the YouTube channel's been a bit slow. I know it's a bit of a shame, but that's why uploads have been slow recently. Just because I've been busy trying to get this released. So I was quite happy for the Sonic playthrough, because that actually gave me something to do. As a bit of an update on that as well. A little better made with Charlotte in the Sonic series near the end. The next one we'll be doing as a sort of co-op recording will be Undertale. That's what we actually decided on in the end. It's a good game. So yeah, hopefully any fans of that, or people who haven't seen it maybe and have been wondering what it's about, come have a look when we get to that point. Yes, I think that's most of it. I believe possibly on Wednesday we might be doing some Wednesday on my time. I don't know what it's like for America because there's a bit of a time gap, but might be doing some recording of the tournament, or was it helping with Amfreet's thing? I can't remember exactly, but there should be some tournament stuff, either Amfreet's or mine. Yeah, I think that's kind of everything. Yeah, so yeah, Sel Mounta will be out soon. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I really hope so. Again, I'll keep you posted on Sel Quinta going free to play. I'll make sure there's a link in the description. So if you want to try that out, please do. It won't cost you a thing. Anyone who already has it should hopefully within a couple of months be seeing a freebie for Sel Mounta in their Steam inventory, or however it is Steam does it. I don't actually know. And yes, see you guys all in the next one. Thank you for all the support as well. I should quickly say this one, like, we've grown quite a lot over the years. It's drastically slowed because I'm not doing From the Depths all the time anymore. But there's like, what, 400 subscribers pretty much on the channel, which is incredible. The Discord has slowly grown. Gradually, every now and then we get another member who's still fairly active, and we still just get random people joining occasionally. Always great to see you all. So yes, see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.